Welcome to a new season of Titus Pétange, and we have one place to start. We have lost in the league for the first time in nearly 12 years. Finally, Schiffelange got the better of us. Finally, someone got the big dub against Titus Pétange. And you know what? Fair fucking play to them. I think it's hilarious that it's Schiffelange, because on their badge, not redesigned by me, on their original badge, they've got 2 footballs, and now for me, that just symbolises the 2 goals that they scored against Titus Pétange to make that thing happen. I mean, what a moment for that club. Let's all applaud. Well done. And also applaud Titus Pétange's 11-year, 11-month, whatever kind of day run it was. I'll have a check on the records. Try and find it here. It was 406 matches from the 22nd of September to the 24th of August. Just ridiculous. 11 years, 11 months. We're back on top of the league, even with the loss, so don't worry about that. I think that's absolutely incredible. What an achievement. As soon as I saw the McCann goal go in the 78th minute, I alerted the people in the Discord call that something special might be happening. And it did. It very much did. So that's it. We did have 2 redesigned badges. Mondorf, I really didn't like their badge. And Medenak were... It wasn't too bad of a badge, but I thought that we could change it a little bit. We got on Wikipedia, saw that Medenak was a US airbase in the 40s. So I incorporated one of the, planes of that era, of that nation, onto the emblem of the badge. I think it really is nice, that badge. Simple, but effective. And definitely, both of them better than their previous badges. And that's what we want to see. Because of that, they get a money incentive as well by changing the badges. We added 10 million to both Medenak and Mondorf. Okay, transfers. Not much transfers in the club, I don't think. Outwards, final player from last season, out on loan, Profiteer going to Maccabi Haifa. And then to this season, a few duds. Andy Eves, 1.2 million. He's currently out on loan to Carlisle. Not going to see much of him. 1.2 million. Might be able to recoup most of that. Irving Hernandez, only £2 million from Cruz Azul. I was dead excited because of all that speed could have turned him into a winger. Nah, mate. He's not that good. Fabio is a better scout report and a better use of money at 4.5 stars, £900,000 from Flamengo. Thank you very much. And then you get to the bigger ones. Radu Opria. Radu is not Romanian, is Moldovan though. 4.5 star potential goalkeeper. Probably second choice to the Bosnian. I'm going to give the Bosnian that came out of our youth academy every single chance. And you'll see that this season, actually. Every single chance of succeeding. Bernard Butterworth is a left-back coming in from Chelsea, 4.5 stars. Reasonable enough price at 23 million. And then you get to the big spending. Aaron Diamond. Yes, I finally... decided to go and sign Aaron Diamond after his determination went up to 10. His determination started off at about 6 or 5. I'm pretty sure his personality's changed as well, so he has had some significant help as a teenager to become more professional. And you know what? Fair play to it. Let's sort this out by fees on the outward bound players, because of course there's a lot of loans, all the way up to Shackleton, Dodd. We'll talk about the loans in the first team in a second. Biggest sale is Johan Blondell, a very, very good player, but fickle personality. And off that left-hand side, you've got Luis Alberto, wherever he is. I've sorted it out by position. Luis Alberto and Faisal Ade. How is he going to get through that? I don't think he is. So a big bid came in and we said yes to that. £95 million. Antonio Almeida went to Bayern Munich, strengthening Bayern Munich. He's still 26. He's got a long, long career ahead of him. That Bayern Munich defence is very scary indeed. Sonny Hojie, another winger that we decided to cut ties with. We got a little bit impatient with that fickle personality. We're trying. We're doing the mentoring. We're trying to change people, but it's very difficult. Ulledag should have been in the first team, to be honest, but he got very, very unlucky under the circumstances of the Luxembourg player coming in from Porto. Still training really nicely, still growing really nicely. He was listed as unwanted, or if there was a decent bid on the table, we should accept. And Ulledag, decent bid on the table, £36 million. Jaden Palmer-Leandre, hip injury at the moment for him. Hopefully he recovers quick. He's at Bayern Munich as well. All right, £30 million. Otis Barker. Don't ask me how we got £30 million for Otis Barker. At least he enjoys big matches. That's a good thing. Oh, since I remember, let's go to Modesto. Because we know at one stage Modesto did not like the big games. Can you see that now? Can you see that in the cons? I've never seen a player wipe that away. They've always been not enjoying the big matches or enjoying the big matches or somewhere in between. They don't usually change. And I didn't think they could change. That's why I sell most of the players that are not enjoying big matches. However, Modesto was such a good player at a time where we needed a centre-back. We just allowed him to be here. And now look, he's not even bothered about it. He's so not bothered about it. It might be because of the coaches that we've got here. We've got some exceptional coaching staff. It might be something to do with the mentoring. I don't think Modesto has been involved in the mentoring, though. My thoughts is that we just play so many big games that he just got used to it. But there you go. There you go. Back to that. Lyle Reynolds, dubbed the new Paul Gascoigne. I got really excited when I read that. And then all of a sudden his potential went to 3.5 stars. So he's gone to Napoli for 15.45 million. What an absolute mess of a transfer that was. Melly Crozen, the American wingback. Nice wheel. 4-star potential. Sold him at a decent price. And I'm pretty sure I've already sold the sell-on clause to him as well for about £9 million. So very nice indeed. 14.75. We go to Dortmund. This 10 million signing of Harun Kali-Karlsson, whatever. Yep, sick one. He's just not gonna be good enough. There's quite a gap between the centre mids that we've got and all the 4-star centre mids that like are milling around the under 23s. Talking about midfielders, I'm going off on tangents all the time. We need to talk about Ugarelli for a little bit, because I really wanted him to change to a right midfielder, but because of how many good right midfielders we got coming through, he's probably best served as a centre mid, but he has that Raphael Beck thing about him that he can't defend. So I am trying my best to make this guy defend. Ball winning midfielder, defensive positioning. We are training the lot. He's good on the training at the moment, even with these position role duty, additional focus things happening. He's still banging in 9.05 training ratings. So I hope we can fix him. I say fix him. He's an exceptional player at 20 years old. He's going to be so very special for us, I think. That's why we brought him into the first team. But it's more just hoping that we can round him off a bit more. He is 6'4". He's got the stature for it. Round him off a bit more. Get him being able to play defensive football and let another right winger, proper right winger, excel in that position. Then we basically get 2 players for the price of 1. I've looked at all the right wingers that are coming through. I can't change them into anything else. So Ugarelli is going to have to move to the centre, or at least play it out as a centre mid. He's obviously natural in that position. So that's how that's going. Noel Giacopetti. Well, there you go. I can't even remember selling him. How about that? That is an unknown player, isn't it? An unknown entity. A 4-star potential player going to PSG for 7 million. Osmundo went to Partizan, which is an interesting move. £7 million. And Hilary Moyo goes to Chelsea on 3.4. 4 stars, not growing quicker than other players, or in Moyo's case, we got loads of centre-backs around his age that are looking far more impressive. Cool. I think that's it. The sales dwarfing the signings at the moment, 123 out in finances, and a total of 381 million in. The bank is looking at 375 million pounds in balance. That is ridiculous. Going into club info, we'll go to Luxembourg. This has been altered a little bit because the youth rating was still at 68. It's now at 71. I've just bumped it up by 3. And now talking about the game that we've got. It is at home against Copenhagen for qualification to the knockout rounds. We faced Titus Pétange, we faced Inter Milan in our group, and Faisal Ade scored twice against his former side, the side that he went all the way to the final of the Champions League with, only to lose to Arsenal. Okay, average rating is actually topping the average rating. Go on, Faisal Ade. This is a great season for him, clearly. So we go to the first team, and you can see that we have a few big players out on loan. I wanted Navarro out here to train as a right winger, another potential midfielder to right winger. They're everywhere. But he is closer to like getting into the greens of defending. So long as that tip goes into the greens, I'm absolutely fine. But I think Etzela offered a really, really tasty loan, and try and help the Luxembourg clubs out. It actually helps us in terms of coefficients. I mean, how much more valuation can we get off these players, really? Josemi, there was a good loan out to Maccabi Haifa there. We've taken it. He's growing really nicely. Keep an eye. Actually, his potential has gone from 4 stars to 4.5 stars. So, really, really solid loan. Shackleton Dodd. Liverpool love him for some reason. He's a model professional. 5 stars. Absolutely amazing. I keep on whacking my front teeth. I fucking hate that. Look at the physicals now. Nearly in the middle of the dark red. Green, should I say. And 5 stars in both potential and ability. Then we get to the big one. Mazegla is out on loan to PSG. Why on earth have you taken out the big goalkeeper? Well, like I said, give this guy, Avandic, every single chance to excel, perform in the first team, grow quickly, and be that Mazegla replacement. I'm saying be that Mazegla replacement in a few years' time. When it gets to December, January, before we need to register, we're definitely going to bring back Shackleton Dodd. I'm not going to mess that about again. We're definitely going to bring back Mazegla. We're going to register them, and we'll be good to go for the knockout rounds. But for these six months, where we can get carried in the Champions League a bit by certain players, why not? Why not? Mazegla, there was a great offer on the table for Mazegla, and it's just done the world of good for the future goalkeeper of this football club. Ears open, fingers crossed. Okay, let's have a little flick through. Mocek has obviously had a few appearances as well, with Mazegla out. Here we go, all the way. I was expecting a bit more of Ikechukwu Unwakali. Not gonna lie, I don't think he's that good, which is very, very, very disappointing. It might mean that I do go in for Ulidag eventually. That'd be a turn. Uriarte still growing nicely. It's the Spanish strikers, man. I forgot that we have Tony in the under-23s that looks excellent as well. And he's a Spanish striker. If they don't win a World Cup, all them four together, I don't know what. Why is Aaron Diamond here? Under 23s, please. El Mazi. Scoring some decent goals for us. There's Ivandic, Josemi, Alberto. Martinez not getting enough game times for me. And back to Morcek. I think we've gone through them all. Yes, we have. Okay. So that's the team. If you wanted to see it and look at the state of our under-23s. Boy, oh boy. I guess if we put the filter on to not show the on-loan players, that's the under-23s at the moment. So it's not actually that bad. From there, Kevin Kone is the one that must be really pissed off because he could probably get into the first team if there was space. Let's take that off again. And I think we've gone through everything that we need to go through. Just give me a little sec to think about things. Yep, good to go. Club doctor, head doctor, whatever it is. He retired at the summer. I remember that. But that's not something that we actually replace. We let the game just replace it for us. I don't think it's a thing that has stats, which is a weird predicament. I would imagine that it's pretty easy to add doctors to this game. They've added like sports physios and whatever the rest are. Sports science, that's it. Sports science. They've added they've added staff members for sports science and whatnot. Performance analysis is another recent staff member. Why can't they add doctors? I don't get it. You get better doctors than some. Obviously, they're all pretty quality with the amount of work that they have to do. But, you know, some people are world class and some people treat you like Doc Martin, if you've ever seen that ITV show. I had to squeeze in a Doc Martin reference. I was having a curry about an hour ago and it was on. There we are, 15 minutes, 1-0 up. I didn't even see who scored for us. Michael Martinez in the first minute. Nice. See, I don't know. It's early in Nwakali's career as the right back for Titus, so I can't really get too animated about it. He's obviously a really, really good player. He's played for many top sides already in his career, but it's not like Almeida was like the most outstanding player that we had in the squad, and he's making him look a bit good. A bit too good for my liking. Maybe if we get Mazegla back, good save, Mauchek. Maybe when we get Mazegla back, the defence starts toughening up. Shackleton Dodd as well. I made sure that they both had recall clauses. That's a definite. Let's just quickly. Every time I go and reach for the group stage drop down, it shows you another key highlight. That's got to be the key highlight, surely. Bobby Lindbergh. He's trying to get past the right back. It's Reiter. I mean, these guys must be loaded and laughing with the amount of money that we've given these for so long. On absolute dud players, dead players. I don't think they've ever beaten us, but for me, it feels like a banana skin. A bogey team. Because of how they've treated us. Alright, that's good. Start second half. Go into the tactics. Swap in the goalkeeper. And confirm. We'll hit the 60th minute. No, nothing really happening. They've had a lot of bookings. We'll hit the 60th minute and have another look at... Oh, that's it. Just slipped in. Michael Martinez passed that in. The goalkeeper just stopped. We'll have a look at the other subs and make sure some of the youngsters, some of the players that we brought in to that first team, get some game time. Some important game time in the Champions League. Massive experience. Face laddie into Raul Torres. Luis Alberto. Uriarte! Tell you what, Martinez is Spanish as well, isn't he? I'm going to have to check that. I am so glad. This is more than the golden generation of Spain. This is a platinum generation for Spain. They're so good. Oh my! I'm really glad that we're, and I'm talking about Luxembourg, not England. I'm glad that we, as Luxembourg, are not good right now, because we'd have no hope. Well, I don't think anyone has any hope against this Spanish side. I can't believe they didn't win. Italy won the last World Cup over England, didn't they? I can't believe they didn't win that. But in 4 years' time, when all my players have blossomed, maybe in 2 years' time now, I can't remember how long the World Cup was past. But say in 2 years' time, they'll be good enough to Martinez. Oh my God, it'll be nearly like Titus Pétange. Uriarte's onside there. It's 72nd minute. I went on a tangent. Let's pause. Bordenaro in. We got Dejui, Paniagua. That's it. Chris Hewitt could play as well. I wouldn't say so otherwise, but we got a yellow card in the middle of the field, so we'll say yes to that. Instead of bringing in the Giroud for the left back spot. Confirm that. 4-0. Definitely onside, Uriarte. He's dancing around the centre back. There you go. So, yeah, nice and comfortable. Qualified top of the group at the moment. We'll see. I think it's the early kickoff today, so Inter Milan haven't played their game. And you've got to expect that Inter Milan are going to win theirs. Be nice if they drew. Oh, look at Jewel go! All the way through! And Berggaard's taking him down. Damn! Jewel with an absolute run and a half. That was sensational. That was world class. That was what the Champions League is all about. Special run there. Wow. All right. Ivandic in the net. Can he save the penalty? Fuck. He doesn't need to. That's one of the worst penalties I've seen. Oh, and the run. The run has not been rewarded. El Mazi is probably offside there. Should get rid of El Mazi by the end of the season. Goal disallowed. Not really surprising. Great little signing at 66. And we'll be able to sell him for more. It's a fantastic call. Especially because of the personality. He's helped us massively. If we can get Bordenaro sorted out of that unambitious personality, which he's still struggling with, to be honest, if we can get that sorted, we are set. And that is a sign and a half, a really clever move, triggering that release clause. Bordenaro! That's a penalty all day, every day. Not really surprising. What would be surprising is if they don't send this guy off. But it's a one-on-one. Surely he's got it. Has he not got sent off for that? Michael Martinez with his hat-trick goal there. And somehow Copenhagen is still 11 men on the field. Full time. It's done. We have qualified. Keep an eye on the Inter Milan scoreline. Whenever it happens. Inter Milan 2, Lyon 0. Oh, Bergstaller scored for them. How's Bergstaller getting on? It looks exactly the same. Maybe a little bit more technical than the last time that we saw him. Q1. Yep, we qualified first in the group. And that's because it's a head-to-head, isn't it? Yeah. We definitely beat Inter Milan head-to-head. Okay, that's fine. Right, qualified first. Q2. We could face Benfica. That's the only Q2 at the moment. Sound. Well, hopefully, I really do expect us to get to the Champions League semi-finals and maybe even get another trophy. We've all set up now. I'm not going to sell Raul Torres unless it's for just a ridiculous, stupid amount of money. I obviously rejected 207 million from Manchester United, so we are talking joke money. I don't expect any of the big players that we got right now to be moving on anytime soon until they get to about 28, 29. Let's just win Champions Leagues. Let's go crazy and win as many Champions Leagues as possible. Let's move up the Luxembourg youth rating as much as possible. I want to win the World Cup with fucking Luxembourg, and it's going to happen. Yes! See you next time. Bye-bye.